The images you're about to see were just released by NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, and they have shaken every corner of the astronomical world. For the first time in history, an interstellar object known as 3 Atlas has done something no celestial body should ever be able to do. It brightened 4 times in just 6 minutes. To the untrained eye, it's simply a flicker of light in the darkness. But to those who understand what that means, it's as if the laws of physics blinked. NASA calls it a non-gravitational acceleration event, a term chosen carefully enough to hide the terror of what it implies. Because 3 Atlas isn't just moving, it's responding. It changes brightness as if reacting to observation, accelerates when no force should push it, and travels through the solar system as though following a path mapped long before we knew how to look up. And tonight, for the first time, we're going to unpack the data NASA tried to release quietly, the numbers, the readings, and the evidence suggesting 3 Atlas might not be a comet at all, but something infinitely stranger. On November 17, 2025, NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory published what should have been a routine report, just another entry in the vast archive of solar observation data. But within hours, researchers around the world realized this one was different. According to NASA's own measurements, 3 Atlas brightened by a factor of 5 only days after it passed the sun. Yet there was no tail, no dust, no vapor. Space around it was perfectly clear. Even Japan's Subaru telescope confirmed the event, observing a faint green halo that matched NASA's timestamp exactly. It wasn't an illusion or software noise or lens flare. It was real. Something massive in deep space had just flared with impossible speed. And when NASA cross-checked the acceleration data, the object wasn't slowing from gravity as every comet should. It was speeding up. The Jet Propulsion Lab labeled the phenomenon non-gravitational propulsion, and those words sent shockwaves through the scientific community. If it wasn't being pulled, it was being pushed. But by what? There was no evidence of outgassing, no chemical jets, no loss of mass. The object moved as if guided by an invisible engine, smooth, silent, deliberate. Even the European Space Agency called it a phenomenon beyond current physical models. For the first time, NASA itself admitted the physics didn't add up. If 3 Atlas had been a random interstellar rock, its orbit should have been steep and chaotic, slicing through the solar system like a skipping stone. But it didn't. The data showed an almost perfect alignment with the ecliptic plane, the same orbital path the planets follow. It glided beside them as if traveling along a cosmic highway. It even passed within precise distances of Venus, Mars, and Jupiter, exactly where a spacecraft would go to perform gravity-assist maneuvers. The odds of that happening by chance are 1 in 5 million. To veteran NASA navigators, the pattern looked deliberate. The object wasn't drifting, it was navigating. Simulations confirmed that if Atlas were a natural comet, its acceleration would require ejecting 13% of its total mass as gas, something physically impossible. And the instruments showed no outflow at all. Instead, the acceleration was smooth, sustained, and directional, as though 2 separate forces were working in harmony, one pulling inward toward the sun, and another pushing tangentially along its path. It moved like something under control. Then came the spectral data, and the mystery deepened. NASA's infrared and X-ray scans detected unusually high concentrations of nickel but almost no iron. This combination doesn't occur naturally. Both metals are forged together inside dying stars. Yet here was an object containing one but not the other, as if selectively engineered. And there was almost no water, less than 4% of what any comet should contain. That means 3 Atlas could not have formed in a frozen outer disk. It was born near heat, forged in fire. Its surface reflected blue light hotter than sunlight itself, and the polarization data revealed negative reflection, light bouncing in directions natural surfaces cannot produce. Only human-made materials like polished alloys or specialized ceramics behave this way. Whatever 3 Atlas is, it is not ice and dust. It is something smooth, metallic, and durable. NASA's temperature readings revealed yet another anomaly: thermal uniformity. Every natural object near the Sun develops hot and cold regions, but Atlas's surface remained perfectly even, as though conducting heat through a metallic shell. That's the kind of engineering used in spacecraft to prevent structural stress. And just when scientists thought it couldn't get stranger, the object began emitting ultraviolet flashes, brief, rhythmic pulses repeating every 17 minutes, 3 times in a row, then stopping. The pattern wasn't random. The timing didn't match rotation. It was something else, a signal. The Subaru telescope and the European Space Agency confirmed the pulses, ruling out any instrumental interference. And when researchers converted the sequence into radio frequencies, they found a startling coincidence. The pulses matched the same intensity curve as the legendary "wow" signal of 1977. 2 events nearly half a century apart from the same region of the galaxy, now linked by rhythm and light. Coincidence or correspondence? For decades, the WOW signal has haunted scientists, a 72-second radio burst that never repeated. Now, as 3 Atlas echoed that same mathematical ratio, a radical theory emerged. What if the 1977 transmission wasn't random static but a greeting? And this object is the reply. A probe responding across generations, traveling at a pace no human could survive, finally arriving to deliver the second half of a cosmic message. NASA didn't confirm it, but they didn't deny it either. Their only statement was simple, and beyond that door, the story of existence becomes far older and far stranger than we ever imagined. If this journey into the unknown left you questioning the universe, don't let the moment fade. Subscribe to the channel. We're only beginning to uncover what NASA's data truly means. Turn on notifications, because the next set of readings could change everything again, and you'll want to be the first to know. And tell us in the comments, what do you think 3 Atlas really is? A comet, a relic, a probe, or the last whisper of a civilization lost to time?